guys, this is Evan from At the Apex. I'm in my friend Tom's 2024 M2. First time driving one of these, the G series version of it. First impression, I've only driven this thing for about 20 seconds thus far, and I have to say it feels more nimble than the G80. It also, I like this car a lot. Definitely feels like BMW made it an M car, which is something that, believe it or not, people are struggling with sometimes with what they put the M badge on. And so this feels great. I like the seating position. Tom pointed out in the review that it feels like a cockpit. I really agree with him. Definitely feels like a cockpit feel. And I'm gonna go all over the place just a little bit because I kind of do that. But I like when I was filming this car and I saw it from the exterior, I particularly liked the dimensions. I don't love the front headlights that much, but I do like the dimensions. It feels more M car. So obviously this thing has a manual. Let me go back to the profile for a second. I love the way that the dimensions, it has the power dome. It kept a lot of the classic BMW attributes while still looking like a different car. Because I gotta imagine, believe it or not, silly me, but I've put myself in the shoes of a BMW designer in my head at least, right? Dreaming. And I said, how do you make such a nice car coming from the F87? How do you make such a nice car coming from an F87 and make it different, right? Because or else you're just basically like, Porsche does a really great job of making the 911 one generation up and always changing it. BMW does not do that as well, I'm gonna admit.
Yeah.
And it's tough because BMW, maybe it's just the way that the lines are. I don't know, I'm not a designer, but I just go back to, they actually did this one right for the most part. Not in love with everything about it, but I could see myself actually owning it versus the G80 I'm just never gonna own because I'm not a fan. All right, so anyway, getting off the looks, it drives really nice. I'm gonna start to get a little more into it. I just wanna be gentle to it, get used to it. And full disclosure, I don't drive manual as often as I should. So I'm just honestly getting a little familiarized with the car from a manual driving perspective. But you can feel it handles, and I'm about to get into this turn just a little bit. See how this hooks. Oh, I like that. Definitely like that. I'll go up a gear just so I don't over rev it a little bit, even though I wasn't really there. So, oh yeah, power delivery is really nice. We're already doing well above the speed limit right now, and I don't want to overdo it, but that was a nice, very nice feel the way it handled right there. And I gotta admit, I don't love the display. Oh no, I'm going, not you. And I love that. I love the heads-up display, and it'll tell you when to shift too. Even though, yeah, I'm getting some warnings, which is fun. Totally fun. Yeah, I like this thing. Wow. I do love the carbon buckets are good. It really does make you feel like you're glued into the car. And I like how in third gear, you're going back because you're hitting the sweet spot with the turbos and everything, and you are going back in your seat, but because you're so reinforced, it's just pushing you back a little bit, but it's a good feeling. It's not like I feel like I have no control over the steering wheel for that half a second,
right,
or whatever it is. It's you're in complete control of this car. Much, and I could tell with this one too, is you don't have to go to a racetrack to have some fun with it. And because it's so stable, even with everything off, I can tell I'm not in any danger of losing it while having some fun on a Sunday on a nice semi-country road. I'm in like first gear here. I'm gonna give it a rip, tell you what I think, all right? Yeah. It's gonna put a smile on your face. I can give it that. And then hitting a slight turn over here. Yeah. This car is good. Tom, who's next to me, this car's good. I will definitely, I'm strongly considering it as a possibility down the line. I'm not getting rid of my F80 anytime soon, but what I like about this car, besides the driving experience, is obviously they made it more dailyable with a bigger rear, and having 2 kids. There's actually potential one day to see my kids going in and out of this car, where the F87, when I was in the market for one, I just couldn't see myself having to put young kids in the back of that car. So even though people do it, I just couldn't see myself doing that. When my kids are probably 6, 8 years old, 10 years old, I could certainly see them getting in the back of a car like this. There's some decent leg room back there. It's not impossible. So what do I think about this car? I think if you are in the right price range for this, you're looking at Caymans and you're looking at a few other cars, you got to pick and choose, the different intricacies of what you want and don't want. I think if you're a tried and true BMW guy, and you want modern, you want a new car, this is top of the list, point blank. I don't think there is anything else on the list at this point. So I recommend it, and put in the comments any questions you have. Tom or myself, Tom the owner of this car, or myself will try to answer it. Thank you for watching.